Jeez, that was quick. Yeah, what's good, everyone? I'm just currently loading everything up. Just after beating the first boss, so you know, it is what it is. To take off your phone, I'm gonna be you're drunk and alone. I'm just trying to sort stuff out right now. Switch account. Apparently, I can't see if I'm live or not. There we go. Okay, got that set up. I hope everyone else is just as hyped as I am, because I am hyped. Hyped to get into this one. Alright, let's go then. Okay. I'm assuming there's no items written down here. I have to find Roland. Oh, okay, game. Come on, come on. So I really am in another world. There's no ding dong dell where I'm from, and no view like this either.
Gosh.
What's it like where you're from? I guess it's ahead of this world in some ways, and behind in others. Nanny used to tell me a story, you know, when I was little. It was about another world, one very closely connected to our own. I always imagined it was just a fairy tale, but I suppose there must have been some truth to it after all. So I got lost between these two worlds and ran up here. Does that mean there's no way home? What did you do there in your world? I was a king.
Kuni!
What? Well, a president. It's kind of the same thing. Which means I have a little experience when it comes to running a country. Really? Then perhaps you might be kind enough to share some of it with me. Things may not be quite the same here as in your world, but still. What exactly are you planning? A quiet life in the mountains might not be such a bad idea, you know.
Not exactly.
No, I've made up my mind.
I'm going to keep my promise to Nella. I'm going to build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
You are, huh? Good for you. I've made my mind up too. I'm staying here, in this world. With you, Heaven.
You are?
And thus young Evan, though heavy of heart, resolved to honor the dying wishes dearest friend by becoming a king once more. And Roland, especially his youthful companion, decided to join him on this journey.
Oh, King in Exile. I just want to check the trophy. Ooh.
Chapter 2. The Kingdom to Come.
Ooh. If I'm to become a king again, I need to convince a kingmaker to help us. A kingmaker? Yes, a monarch must have the power to serve his people. A kingmaker is a magical creature blessed with great power. By bending one to his will, a king proves that he is worthy to lead his nation. So it's a mark of authority.
Yes.
But not just that. It's also a guardian. In times of need, it can come to the nation's aid. A single king. So, I'm guessing they're pretty big? Oh yes, somewhat the size of a castle. You don't say. And you mean to tame one of these things? Wait a minute. You were a king until just recently, right? Shouldn't you have one of those kingmakers already?
Not exactly.
Well, my father only died a month ago, you see. We hadn't got quite around to that part yet. So, I was never a true king. Not really. If the ceremony had gone ahead as planned, I would have been my kingmaker by now, but of course it didn't. I wonder what's happening with your kingmaker now that you're out of the picture.
Oakenheart, Kingmaker of Ding Dong Dell, has recognized me as the rightful ruler of this realm. I stand before you, your new king!
I see. So in all likelihood, Mossinger has taken control of your kingmaker already? Yes, which means I'll have to find a new one. A new kingmaker for our new kingdom. Where do we find one exactly? There can't be too many of these things. I think we might have a chance of meeting one if we visit the King's Cradle beyond Cloud Coil Canyon. Cloud Coil Canyon, that's a bit of a tongue twister. The King's Cradle? It's a holy place where a kingmaker is enshrined. Every kingdom has one. So if a kingmaker happened to be at loose ends, we could visit them at their King's Cradle and try to convince them to sign up with us. Exactly, and if the stories are true, there is a kingmaker in the place I mentioned which is yet to be claimed. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Alright. One moment. The cape. Now I can fight beside you, Roland. Well, alright. But take it easy to begin with, okay? The party menu, access menu. So we're going to control Evan. Look, a trapdoor. A what? A trapdoor. The feminine energy of the land is especially strong, mostly near landmarks. If you touch it, it will sort of remember you, and that means you can return to it whenever you like. Not everyone can use them though. You need to know a certain spell called travel. Luckily, Nella taught it to me. So you're telling me you know how to teleport? How come we didn't use this spell of yours to get out of the castle? Well, as I said, you need to have visited the trapdoor in order to travel back to it. And well, I've never really spent much time outside the castle until now. In fact, this is the first trapdoor I've ever seen. Of course. Well, let's visit as many as we can from now on. These things are sure to come in handy.
Yes.
Let's. Shall we begin by having this one remember us? Ooh. Find trapdoors down in the world. Okay. When you have a trapdoor, remember you will be added to your trapdoor map and then travel back there instantly from anywhere in the world. Okay. The open world part. Oh my god, what? Okay. Monsters. If we get too close, we'll have to fight them. So, we're going this way. What is that? Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna grab this chest.
You ready for this?